Are you wondering what to cook for the holidays? Don't worry, I got you covered. This will be a 4-parts video of holiday recipes that will make your life easier. In this video, I'll be making this warm and hearty pumpkin soup. This is a truly foolproof recipe. I mean, it's soup after all. But in this video, I'll show you a few tips that will take this soup flavor to the next level. I have this perfect pumpkin, which I'll open up and scoop out its seeds. Don't throw the seeds, of course. They are full of nutrients, and we will use some of them for the soup garnish. I'll cut the pumpkin in half and take out the remaining seeds. Then using a spoon or something similar, you can take out the pumpkin's stringy pulp. I sometimes leave these in, depending on how young the pumpkin is, since they are the sweetest part of the pumpkin. But for the soup, it's better to take them out so you don't end up with strings in the soup. If you decide to take them out, you can add these to your vegetable leftovers and produce your own homemade vegetable stock. Now that the pumpkin is clean, I'll chop it into large wedges, brush them slightly with some olive oil, and lay them down in an oven tray. I use these trays to avoid the mess of the juices that will come out of the pumpkin while roasting in the oven. I put these in the oven at 200 degrees. It takes about 45 minutes to an hour to fully cook, but don't take my word for it. Make sure to check on them every now and then and poke them with a fork until soft all the way through. While the pumpkin is roasting, we can prepare the seeds. Wash them well, then dry them with kitchen towel. Lay them down on a sheet tray, drizzle some olive oil, spices if you like, or just plain salt. I'm using a spicy mix that has garlic and onion powders, salt and chili powder, in addition to some extra salt. These will go in the oven at 150 degrees after the pumpkin is done, and I'll let them roast until dry on the inside. You will need to test them every now and then to make sure they are not burned or undercooked from the inside. I'm going to garnish the soup with this drizzle. It's super quick and easy. Few basil leaves, stack them together, roll them like a cigar, then slice them thinly with a sharp knife. Now throw them in a cup, add some olive oil, lime or lemon juice, and salt. Mix everything with a hand mixer and set it in the fridge till the soup is ready. You may wonder, why did I slice the basil if I'm gonna mix it anyway? That's a valid point, but let's focus on the drizzle. You really need to make this to counter the sweetness and creaminess of the soup. Test the saltiness and acidity of the drizzle and adjust your salt and lemon according to your liking. Once the pumpkin is fully roasted and soft just like that, peel off the skin and keep it ready for the next step. In a large pot, I put in some diced onions and a couple cloves of garlic to fry in some oil. Meanwhile, I dissolve the vegetable stock cube in some hot water. Once the onion and garlic are translucent and just before they get darker, I'll add the pumpkin, the vegetable broth, cinnamon powder, nutmeg, black pepper, salt, in addition to 400 grams of coconut milk. I'll leave the exact ingredients down in the description. These are according to the pumpkin I used, which was 2.6 kilograms, so you will need to adjust your spices accordingly or buy the exact same pumpkin. Now you can break the pumpkin into smaller pieces with a spatula or fork. I prefer using a hand mixer at this point rather than later to check the thickness of the soup and if I need more spices. Adjust the amount of water depending on the soup thickness that you prefer, and don't forget to taste it every time you increase the water. Now you can let it simmer for 15 to 20 minutes on low heat. And guess what? We're done. I took out the pumpkin seeds from the oven, filled my favorite bowl with this warm and flavorful soup, drizzled the drizzle, pumpkin seeds, coriander for garnishing, and there you have it. This will warm you up in the winter, and it can be a great starter to your holiday dinner. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please check out the other videos on the channel, subscribe if you haven't yet, and would be great if you click the like button as well. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.